Hello, and welcome back. My little week-long vacation is just about over now. And it's time for some Final Fantasy XIV. I've been spending a lot of my time off just watching the Summer Games Done Quick that's been going on this week, which is most of the reason why I chose this specific week to take off of work. I've at the very least had it on in the background like all the time, basically all week long. And I have not been playing a ton of Final Fantasy XIV offline, or off stream. Because I've been doing other things as well, but I have done some things. Let's pop over here. So I have ended up getting fishing to 100. Not intending to grind that out, but it happened. I probably need level 100 gear now for that, technically. I haven't done much with everything else, though I have been now desynthesizing the fish that I've been catching, at least a lot of them. And now it seems my desynthesis skill is capped for my current culinarian level. It's kept at 51 because it used to be going up incrementally, by point whatever per fish I desynthesize, but now it's not going up anymore. So I assume that's kind of tied to your job level, since it has a maximum of 740. And it won't go up any more than 51 at level 39, so the others are much lower. Right. Armor's getting up there. Goldsmith is getting way up there. Same with Weaver. Yeah. It looks like, fishing, mining, and botanist don't have anything to do with desynthesis because that's Disciples of the Hand. But I do have Samurai level 63 now, Warriors level 72. I've done a little bit. There's also currently going on a Mog event for Mog tomes and things. I've got 41 tomestones currently. The reason I've been doing a lot of fishing is because of the standard activity of doing ocean fishing gets you 5 to 10 tomestones each time, and those fishing routes run every 2 hours. So I missed the one. I haven't done any today, but I did some yesterday and the day before. And there's also an Ultimog challenge. Happens to be VNC Dungeon Finder. Complete the Sildin Subterrane 6 times. I've done it 2 times so far. And we just unlocked that last Saturday, which is perfect timing. So I just need to do that 4 more times over the course of this event to get 70 tomestones right there. There's also doing Society Quest. I did that. Easy peasy. There's one for fishing if I caught a chirurgeon, level 50. So I'll have to look into that, because that would give me another 10. I have until the 15th, so don't have much time. There's also a weekly one that is a raid that I don't have, apparently. Requires the completion of Under the Surface quest. Let's see. And then, of course, there's a bunch of other stuff, like the gates, and the ocean fishing, and various other things, including the main story, Castrum, Praetorium, and Ultima thingies. There's also Copied Factory, Puppets Bunker, and Tower at Paradigm's Breach, so all of the near raids. Huh. But of course there'll be other weekly objectives as the weeks go by. There's quite a few things to get from this MOG event. There's, I think, 1, maybe 2 emotes, a hairstyle, there's some Thanolin maps for speeding up your on-the-ground mount speed in those areas. There's a few mounts as well. Yeah. Today, though, we're gonna keep on. I've queued up for Aglaya in just the duty finder. Looks like there's a couple people in there. I figured I'd queue up for that for a bit, and if we get to... Actually, this Tortoise and Time thing, I think it's just do a dungeon. The Swallow's Compass? Is that in here? Let me see. Yes, Shadowbringers. I don't see it. Maybe Swallow's Compass is just that area at the volcano. We'll see. We shall see. But yeah, we're gonna be kind of focusing on that quest line. Maybe a couple other things, but I figured I'd queue up for it, and if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, oh well. It feels less locked in. I feel less guilty leaving a party finder than I do, like, or I feel less guilty leaving a duty finder than I do a party finder. Right? So if I recruit members via this, then it just feels... I don't know. It feels bad to just, like, dip when you're trying to gather a party. Whereas this, there's no names, no nothing. Nobody knows who's who. Feels less personable. Anyways. 1, 2. Here. I guess. Also, over this week of vacation, I have been doing a bit of woodworking, where I have made a wooden spoon, as well as a wooden spatula for myself out of beech. So I will have my own cooking utensils made by my own hands. I even bought myself a belt sander to work on those. And then I sanded them out, you know, shaped them and all that. And then I've been oiling them this week. From what I've heard, the general rule of thumb is to oil them once a day for a week, once a week for a month, once a month for a year. Is the general rule of thumb for oiling wood to keep it in good condition. And then after that, it's supposed to be like, you know, once in a while, as needed kind of thing, I think. Oh, there it is. I somehow missed it. It is in Stormblood, it's right there. Okay, so I will have to leave this Galea Duty Finder. We will unrestrict. Take care of this. Yeah, those couple of weeks ago, I think it was It's Gala, I think it was, had mentioned that it tends to be pretty quick. You know, a lot of people going for the Aglaya killing gods raids. But I have not had any luck with that. Water, earth, and wind combine to form a protective wall. Only 3. Water, earth, and wind. You would think fire would also be involved. Like use 4 elements. None shall trespass. All shall surrender to the flow. Is that so? All shall surrender to the flow of my darkness. Darkness is the heart's true essence. None shall trespass the heart of earth. Is that so? All shall surrender to the weight. Shields have been broken. A 10 girl. Bring it on. Okay. They dodge or no? I think I dodged. There it goes. Yeah. That's a loud waterfall. Jamal haunches. Pretty music, pretty water. This is a nice dungeon. Dada Butch. Oh, well. Learn the land. Baboons. Those don't look like baboons. Liar. Corn mills. Bison. Look at that! Nimbus. that's enough hornbills, buddy. Well, hello. Ridiculous. The monkey king's over here. Oh, here he goes. Oh, it's alright. Thought that was going to be a mechanic that I had to avoid. Both ends. What? Why was that called both ends? Yeah, I've got a double as well. Buddy. Whoa, heck! He's down! So silly. Oh, off he goes. So I wonder, I know that there is a golden Nimbus mount. Is it possible to get it from this dungeon as a drop, or is it only from the Squeenix store? For real life monies. These are all level 70. 345. Now, if I look at this, 385 is possible, so these aren't that good. It's more about looks than decent. Got 2 Earth clusters from that one. Cool. Yeah, getting clusters. Materia. More demi materia. So I looked at the. I remember. I think it was last week. I looked at the board, and they weren't worth that much. Info's got claws. Alright. Decent. 4 ice clusters from that one. And lightning cluster. Rhea cloth. Alright. Well, we did that, so now I guess I gotta deliver the Tamate Bako of Geomancy to Genbu. Also, like, I'm sure I'll be needing these materials at some point, but at the moment, I just don't have the space for all this stuff. So I'm just gonna sell it. There you go. Apparently I hadn't unlocked your little thing yet. Back to the volcano. Look at that shark. Definitely need to go to the moon and work on my hands and the minor botanist, I suppose. Need to bump those up. Yeah, I'm headed for the temple. Foodie. Genbu!
You are returned, and with the Tamate Bako of Geomancy, I gather.
Yep. Got it right here.
Very good, very good. Of course, there was no need to fear for the well-being of the warrior who faced my brother Byakko had lived. Let us brook no further delay and make ready for this next stage of Soroban's training. Listen well, everyone, for the magics we are about to unleash are ancient and terrifying. It is exceedingly dangerous, especially for Soroban. I wish you would stop saying that. Be at ease, Soroban. Byakko will devote his energies to maintaining the wards on Koryu's prison while we are occupied. Should you be indisposed for a time, we will manage.
And I've been secretly practicing my Arcanima in preparation for a time like this. So don't worry, no matter what happens, we'll be ready. After all, we've each got to do our part if we're going to claim the fabulous riches. I mean, if we're going to save the Ruby Sea from certain doom.
Her enthusiasm notwithstanding, I expect we will need to turn to you, should this training go awry. Take a moment to see to your equipment, and let me know when you are ready to begin.
Oh, I'm ready.
Everything is in order? Then let us begin.
is gonna sink me to 70, of course. But it's designed for a single person, so.
Now remember, Soran, once opened, the box will spew forth smoke. Remain still and let it wash over you. Surrender to the magic and let it transform you into an auspice. And you are certain this will be temporary? As honored as I would be to join your ranks, I fear I am too young to be so old. Come, you lot. Let us retreat to a safer distance.
Huh. It's a fake. I knew it. Gosh, what a waste of time. There better be some treasure or something interesting inside.
Foolish urchin!
Aha! Was that really necessary? You couldn't just ask me to move nicely? What? What's that look for? Is there something on my face? My beautiful face! Or my beautiful face! It feels like old goat leather left in the sun!
Get a hold of yourself, child. You've been aged, nothing more. Be grateful you were not exposed longer, or you would have surely died.
I may as well be dead already. I can't bear to go on like this.
Did I not tell you before that the magic is fleeting? You need only endure it for a moment. All will be as it was.
And there you go, Tataru.
Bah! So preoccupied with the urchin I have been that I completely forgot about Soran. I hope he has not been overexposed to the magic. If he has been aged to excess, his Aramitama may already be.
Uh-oh.
Well, that answers that. On your guard. I'm afraid he means to kill us all.
Whoops. My finger slipped.
Shazam!
Shazam? Really?
With me, Tricia. Urchin, hold nothing back.
Tataru? Are you a... What is it? She's got a car... I can't remember the name of that. know there's Summoner and Scholar, but I can't remember what their base job is. Person or class, maybe.
Desertion is punishable by death! My death! Not again! Help! Tataru, what are you doing? Don't run into the AoEs! Ah!
Tataru! What's wrong with you? Why are you running around? Stop it! You're a mage, just stand still and cast spells.
I don't like the sound of that.
Muscles and strength for a mighty blow. Get behind me.
Great flood.
Okay, that's a bit more than I could handle. Forgive me. The rest is up to you two.
Tataru, stop running around!
You can do.
Tataru! I swear. She's trying to get herself killed. Where are you going? What are you doing? Stop it! Taru? What's wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Stop running after me. Tataru, you haven't done anything. You just run around the arena. Refusing to actually do the job. Stop! She is trying to get herself killed, I swear. Tataru, where are you going? Stop it! Sheesh. Why? Why? I know Tataru is smarter than this. Who designed that fight? Who designed Tataru's part of that fight? It was the... Is it Arcanist? Is that what she's currently with her carbuncle? I think it's Arcanist.
What happened? Why do you all look so exhausted? Oh, my dear Sora. I knew you had potential, but it would seem I grossly underestimated your capacity for chaos. In any case, despite this unexpected turn of events, I should like to declare this training session a success. Let's take a moment to collect ourselves.
Wasn't a success for Tataru.
Truth be told, this comes as relief. Though Soroban's present strength pales in comparison to that of Byakko and myself, we now know for certain that his potential is extraordinary. I struggle to believe that I could ever wield such power. All who are strong were once weak, Soroban. I am no exception. Until I met Tenzin, I was no more than the floundering turtle you see before you. You never did tell us how you fell in with him.
Sorry. You never did tell us how you fell in with him.
Ah, well, if you wish to know the details. Cutscene time. I was but a small little turtle on the beach, long ago, when I had lived 100 or so years and had only just begun to become something more. I received my first vision, a terrible calamity. One that would claim the lives of countless innocents was imminent.
You said when you had lived 100 or so years, you would not be that small. That is a baby sea turtle. That is not a 100-year-old sea turtle. Sea turtles get big, okay? They don't stay baby-sized for 100 years. It's not how sea turtles work.
But what was a little turtle to do?
100-year-old turtles are not little!
For while I had seen the future with crystal clarity, I was powerless to stop it. I could but look on, helpless as cities burned and men died. So it was for centuries, until one day. After 500 years, I had grown stronger, more reckless. I believed I could make a difference. So when I foresaw a landslide that would bury a nearby village, I ventured forth to warn the people.
After 500 years, a turtle is very much not baby-sized. What is with the turtles of this world? This doesn't make any sense.
Alas, while they were quick to discern I was no common animal, they could make no sense of my panicked flailing. To them I was a queer dancing turtle, a source of considerable amusement, for I knew not the words of men, and so my warnings fell on deaf ears. It would be no different. Yet again, they would die. The people turned and walked away, bored with the fleeting amusement. With their heart fit to burst with sorrow and despair, I made to quit the village. Just then, I heard a voice kind and gentle. Little one, you look troubled. Tell me what burdens you saw. Though I knew he was addressing me, I doubted he would understand. Still, I told him of my vision, of the landslide I knew would bury the village and everyone in it, and my vain attempts to warn them. Your kindness is only surpassed by your bravery, little one. Fear not. I, Tenzin, and my comrade Byakko shall act in your stead. As Tenzin drew his sword, a great white tiger emerged from the wilds. Shall we give him a show? He whispered to the beast, which inclined its massive head, ever so slightly in response. They then ran into the center of the village and began to fight as if they were bitter enemies, intent on killing one another, bladed fangs flashing too fast for the eye to follow. The two broke apart for an instant, and Tenzin bellowed, "Hearken to me! This white demon thirsts for the blood of man! If you value your lives, flee this place! Seek shelter in the next village!" Needless to say, the bewildered villagers gathered up whatever was at hand and ran screaming, too terrified to even look back. As the three of us watched them go, I heard the white demon mutter, "You know full well I have not once tasted man flesh." The village was later destroyed in a landslide, as I had foreseen. But for the first time I had managed to make a difference. Excuse me. An intruder. Begone, but. Thereafter, we became traveling companions and close friends. I shared with them my visions, and together we labored to save those that we could. On the eve of what may perhaps be the greatest calamity I have ever foreseen, I feel Tenzin's absence keenly. Nevertheless, we must carry on.
You may not have him, but you've got Gymnasia, and you know she's no slouch.
Oh, indeed I do. And for this blessing we are grateful beyond measure. Right then, Saravan, we must resume your training at once, ere we forget the lessons of your time as an auspice. Yes, of course.
Getting back to it? In that case, I should return to the mountain of paperwork in Kagane I've been doing my best to ignore. Oh, and Sorban, I left the takoyaki with Kamaitachi for safekeeping. You're not to get any until you've earned it. Bye-bye.
When next we call upon you, Gymnasia, I expect it will be to deal with one of my comrades. Shirk not your own training, for it will not be easy.
Buddy.
Under these circumstances, I do not think I will have time to return to Tamamizu for even a short spell. If you would be so kind as to inform the Elder.
Why do I always gotta take this long journey back and forth and back and forth? It's ridiculous. Back to Tamamizu, back to the volcano, back to Tamamizu, back to the volcano.
A pleasure, Gymnasia. Did you have the chance to visit with Soroban? How fares he with his training?
He fares well.
Extraordinary. He has always been diligent and hardworking, but even so, to think he is blessed with such incredible potential, I cannot help but wonder who else among us might be possessed of similar abilities. Yet I understand his trepidation. With great power comes great responsibility, as is often said. We may need to keep a closer eye on him to ensure he does not succumb to fear and attempt to flee his training.
Guess I'll sell those. And look, another quest. Hum? We can hum? Cool. The Firebird down below. Excuse me. The Firebird down below.
How kind of you to pay us a visit, Janasia. Now I need not summon you. But a moment ago, a certain surly cat returned with another missive addressed to you. See for yourself. Brave adventurer who stood fast and quelled the raging Aramitama of my comrade Byako. The time has come for you to return to Reisen Temple. I presume the auspices of Hell's Lid have need of you once more. If so, give my regards to them and dear Soroban.
And you see, then I have to go all the way back. It's ridiculous. It is such a needlessly long journey every time. To go all the way back to the volcano. Not to mention, this map only has 2 aetherytes. One at the very north end, and then one at about the midpoint east end. There's nothing down here. Like, you could have put an aetherite right here, at the very least. Make things a little nicer here. Or even one up here. That would be nice. But no, we can't make things easier for the player.
Well met, Janasia. Well met. But wait. Where is the little urchin girl of whom I have grown so fond?
Did you send her a letter? Wait a minute, little Sung Wukong over there. Cretan dushing.
It would be remiss of us to see without it, would it not? Why not summon her with that trinket of yours, your link pearl?
Hello? Janasia, is that you? Huh? Right now? Very well, if you insist.
What wondrous things these link pearls. Now then, let us wait until your friend arrives.
Janasia, Genbu.
Ah, good of you to join us, little urchin.
You know, there is such a thing as running a joke into the ground.
It pleases me to inform you that, thanks to your assistance with his training, Soroban's strength has grown by leaps and bounds. Ere long we may count him among our most formidable warriors.
Out of curiosity, where is Soroban anyway?
Engrossed in a very special exercise, I'm afraid. Trust me when I say he would not want you to see him in his current state.
Working up a sweat, no doubt. Glad to hear it.
But I called you here not to discuss our coaching friend. The wards have grown weaker, passaging Koryu's inevitable escape. Presaging Koryu's inevitable escape. Before he breaks free, the four lords must marshal their strength. And so, Tunisia, I must entreat you to quell the raging Aramitama of a dear comrade once more.
A fight, is it? That's where our warrior of light shines. Who's her opponent this time?
See for yourself. She should be joining us shortly.
A phoenix.
You know, I can become a phoenix.
It has been too long, elder brother. Several hundred years by my reckoning. Am I to assume you have kept your silent vigil all this time, Suzaku? Let us not speak of such things. You bade me come hither for another purpose. That I did. Koryu's words grow weaker by the day. Wards grow weaker by the day. And the calamity he would visit upon us draws nigh. The four lords must join their strength together once more. And to that end, this warrior would unburden my tortured soul. Just so. Hers is a power far surpassing that of mortal men. She is heir to the legacy of Tenzin. Brother, how dare you compare this creature to that shining paragon of virtue, of kindness, you sully his memory.
You clearly don't know me, do you?
And you dare think yourself his equal, his better? Then I will put you to the proof, and when you fall, it will be a fate most deserved. Turn back if you would not have it be so, or join me in misery.
Buddy, you don't know who I am, do you?
Compared to Byako, she seems much more angry.
The Aramitama feeds upon her grief and fuels her rage. Yet she yet mourns a love lost. But it is not my place to speak. Go to her, brave warrior, and learn the truth of her heart.
Alright, Suzaku.
You crave battle, then, even if it brings you your death. Out of duty, you pit yourself against enemies ever stronger, without hesitation, without fear. You muster your courage and... No! You are not even a pale shadow of his glory! There was but one man fit to wear the mantle of hero, and he has long since passed from this world.
Buddy, there are thousands of heroes out there in the world today. You have not been paying attention.
If so, then the Ruby Sea will be consumed by Koryu's fiery judgment, and we, her sworn protectors, will have failed in our duty. Is Tenzin's memory so sacred that you would doom this land out of spite?
Buddy, if we do nothing, the world will be turned to ash.
Oh, Byako, do you not see?
Before I called you brother, I was but a bird who loved a man. Perhaps that's all I was ever meant to be. For I can brook no replacement at my side or in my heart, not so easily as you.
Have you forgotten his final moments? How he fought and died to defeat Koryu? How he sacrificed himself before our very eyes?
How dare you ask me that? Every detail is forever seared in my mind's eye. A blackened scar upon my soul. How could I possibly forget?
Nor should you, nor will I forget every day we spent together on the road. But to exalt the past over the present, to live life remolding and ever longs to dishonor his memory.
How dare you speak to me of dishonor? You who have opened our home to this pretender, I see her plainly, how she has wormed her way into your hearts, mimicking Tenzin's manner, cloaking herself in his scent, seeking to supplant Tenzin on our minds.
You do know that phoenixes are all about rising from the ashes, being reborn, renewal, new life, all of that stuff. Why are you so stuck in the past? Doesn't make sense for a phoenix.
Listen to yourself, my sister. The Aramitama has trained to see only in shadows. Let it be quelled before your soul is forever lost.
Only to Tenzin will I entrust my soul, only his love will I accept.
Let me help you.
He said, oh, Tenzin. Very well, but I will brook no delay. I will await you in the depths, in my place of mourning, and when it is ended, I shall mourn you too.
Forgive her, Janasa. She's yet consumed by her failure to save Tenzin all those years ago. Her regret is as a festering wound. The love she bore him gave her strength once. Alas, through it the Aramitama has found purchase in her soul. It feeds on her grief and despair. 'Tis plain that your presence troubles her as well. She senses your blessing and it reminds her of him. There were moments when she looked on you with a fire in her eyes. When she gives herself to the Aramitama, she may surrender to her delusions as well. If so, do not be alarmed by what she says. Stand fast and free her from her torment. Be warned. She commands many powers, including the ability to manipulate geomantic currents. Only by remaining observant do you survive.
I mean, that's kind of the same with every dungeon and trial. You gotta be observant or you die. Bring it on, Phoenix. Why are there 4 corpses?
Aramitama is unbound!
You just put on some armor? And that's about it? And some hair. That's all that changes. Alright.
Tenzin? Tenzin, 'tis I! Sheathe your sword, I beg of you!
Remake? Huh. Is that all you got?
You gave me the strength to rise from the ashes!
Why do you not rise from the ashes evermore? It seems you have forgotten some strength. Let me remind you. Uh-oh. There. Refuse to target the feather that's right in front of me.
I could not bear to lose you again!
What is it? Anything? Huh? Oh, I do need to step on those? I wasn't sure if it's a mechanic that I needed to stand on or specifically not stand on, you know? Okay, so you have to stand on it and face a specific direction. That's what it is. It's always so confusing. Sadly, while FF14 has several standards, they don't have as many standards
Trust
as they
in me, my love! I will protect you, I promise!
You really need a standard. This is something you need to stand on, and this is something you need to not
Please, my
stand on.
love, if only you would listen.
Sometimes blue is something that you should stand next to. Other times it's something that you should not stand anywhere near. You should avoid it. And other times it's, oh, you're safe to stand on that blue. Sometimes they give you a warning when you'll be pushed, other times they don't.
Why do you do this?
Quite often the warning is different in each fight that it's in. Oh, come on. Ridiculous. Scratching my
Tenzin?
chin.
Tenzin, 'tis I! Sheathe your sword, I beg of you! You gave me the strength to rise from the ashes! to lose you again.
If any of those get past you, it really fills up that meter quick. Because it filled up like 43 that one time. Last weekend. Looks like we're getting damage up as well. That's cool.
Trust in me, my love. I will protect you, I promise.
The Scarlet Melody retrieves 0 energy. Do nothing. You lose.
Please, my love. If only you would listen.
You see, that Ruthless Refrain doesn't tell you it's gonna push you. And then it just does.
Why do you do
It doesn't push
this?
you far, but thank you for anyone that... Nope. Oh. There's the push.
All I ever wanted was for you and I to...
That's some big aliens.
Hearken to my melody. If it must be thus, then I'm glad. It is you.
Tell. Oh, is that all? I'm safe if I stand here? Well, you're dead anyway, so... And there we go. We did it. Clap. Another 100 elegant tombstones, which I actually need to turn some in, because we're getting close to the cap.
How long have I been blinded by this dream? This never-ending nightmare, unable to escape the memory of my beloved. I owe you an apology, brave warrior, as well as my life. In spite of the crude and disrespectful way I treated you, you nevertheless risked your life to free my heart from the terrible delusion which threatened to consume my soul. For the first time in centuries, I can reflect on my time with the man I so deeply loved without being driven to tears. I was born into this world long, long ago, blessed with crimson plumage that shone like blazing fire in the sun. My form was likened to that of the firebird legend, a being said to have the power to confer immortality upon mortal men. Thus was I pursued endlessly by those who yearned to conquer death. To them, to all mankind, I was no more than a means to an end. But Tenzin did not look upon me so. To him I was so much more, and he would become everything to me. Together we traveled, we four lords as the samurai, as comrades in arms, we journeyed the realm, feared at first by many for our nature. But Tenzin, dear Tenzin, would not close his heart to the people's plight. Not once did he hesitate to proffer a helping hand, and one by one he won over those who once cursed and condemned us. Be there only in the east to slay or revenants in the west to exercise, without hesitation would he bid us rise to the challenge, and leave grateful men and women to spread word of our deeds. Word which one day reached the ears of a king. 'Twas by the king's order that we battled the mad auspicious Koryu. Despite the many deeds to our credit, we four had only lived some few centuries, and were no match for our foe. Against the might of Koryu's raging Aramitama, my brothers and I were powerless. But Tenzin, brave Tenzin, he would not be denied. At the last he unleashed a powerful technique, knowing full well that it would leave him exposed. I watched as the light left his eyes forever. Had I been the firebird of legend, had I been possessed of the power of immortality, had I been able to rescue him from death's obsidian abyss. And then the cruelest irony of all, centuries later, when I finally went through the change, immortality became mine to command. I cannot wonder if my bottomless grief for my beloved made it so. The power for which I yearned so desperately that day is now mine. If not to save him, then perhaps to save those for whom Tenzin died. For the memory of my beloved, for his legacy, I shall fight. Let us go and tell Genbu together in Junasia. Thank you.
Yeah. Genbu.
Oh, I see you are still in one piece. I gather all went well.
Rest assured, elder brother, that I am myself once more.
You certainly seem different from before, as if a great weight has been lifted from your shoulders. Your face is the very picture of serenity, I'd say.
How very perceptive you are, little one. Indeed, I have at long last come to accept the passing of my beloved Tenzin.
At long last, indeed. But perhaps such prolonged periods of distress are unavoidable when one lives for more than 1,000 years. I myself am no stranger to melancholy.
No, my brother, that you most certainly are not.
Oh, how forgetful of me. I have yet to see how Soroban's trainings come along. Soroban? Soroban!
Wait! I know the
weird. My internet went out or something. Seems to be back up and running. Weird. Though I did hear that I'm supposed to be getting some thunderstorms pretty soon, so maybe that did something, I don't know. Well, it's time to get back into this cutscene, I guess. We'll have to advance to the point we were at, though. Hey, what is going on? Internet's cutting out intermittently. I might have to end the stream soon because of this. Try to get through this cutscene at least. See if things stabilize. Paste this. I believe it cut out around the Soroban bit. So, here, we'll pick up here.
Oh, how forgetful of me. I've yet to see how Soroban's training is coming along. Soroban? Soroban!
I mean, that's an adamant toys.
Wait, I know this joke. Ahem. It's a Firebird. No, it's an airship.
Oh, no, genre-savvy urchin, for it is, in fact. Soroban!
Is it? Because that's an adamant toys.
It's got jets for feet.
I mean, I expected him in some capacity, but not like this.
No one told me that this training would lead to such a radical transformation. Look at me! I'm a giant tortoise! A tortoise!
A tortoise in time.
I was wrong. This is the very definition of a running joke running a joke into the ground.
There's no need for panic, Soroban. You probably just recited the words improperly and offered your body as a vessel for a great tortoise coming. That seems to me like a very, very good reason for panic. Unless I will return to normal state after a short while. Like with the Tamate Bako of geomancy. Ah, well, I cannot say with any significant degree of certainty that you might regain your original form by the time Ginacia quells Serius Araritama. Might! Might! What is this? Might! Might is not an acceptable answer.
You must be exhausted from the battle with Suzaku, my friend. Perhaps it would be best if you return to the land above and took a rest.
He's right. I doubt we will be needed here for some time. And Sorbonne seems to be in no mood for company. Be sure to contact me if anything comes up.
I had been needing to return home, even if only briefly. But given my current state, that seems unlikely. If you could go in my stead and tell the elder I am hale and healthy, I will be most grateful.
Sure thing, Sorbonne. I gotta go all the way back to town and then go all the way back to the volcano again. It's ridiculous. Why are there only 2 Aetherites in this area? The Azim Steppe has 3. I mean, the Yansha doesn't have 3, but that's also a problem. It should have 3. It should have a 3rd one right over here, because you have to go to this dock so often for various things, especially for this ferry dock. But there's no Aetherite there, so you've got to fly from Namai all the way down here to the ferry. Every time you want to go to the, what's it called? That, like, base of operations place / new capital type thing. But, like, you know, Lanasia's areas are pretty small, so they can, I mean, really there should be a second one there. That's good. I feel like there should be another one. Well, but this one's pretty close to Haleport, and that's pretty good. Like, you should have, and that's ridiculous. One right here, and then all of this region to traverse. One here, all of this region. Yeah. I don't know, I'm just thinking that there should be more Aetherites out there. See, this one's good, nice central location. That one's alright, because this is all, like, monster infested. There's no real towns out there. You got Thanon, at least you've got one in each half. One here. Fairly central location, fairly central. You got 2 in this little area. I'm just saying, you should have a proportional amount. You know, Thavner's got 3. That's a good, nice one. Ilmeg has 3. Lakeland has 2, 1 on either end. Kalusia has 3. Tempest has 2. Rang has 3. Raktika Greatwood has 2. I'm just saying. Author, step up your game. You need one down here, and you need one, like, down in this corner. We need more Aetherites.
Ah, Junasia. All is well with our friends beneath Hell's Lake. What of Sorbonne? How goes his training?
Well?
He failed to perform a ritual correctly and was transformed into a tortoise, you say. But you are aware that... Oh, I see. This must be some manner of Eorzean joke. How very amusing. A pity we will not see him again for the foreseeable future. But I will trust it is for the best, as before. He should take as much time as required. He is a tortoise, after all. Ha, ha, ha. No, it still makes no sense to me.
That he became an Adamantoise, really. Not a tortoise, an Adamantoise.
You have learned the emote hum. Hum to tum tum. Let's check out that emote. And perhaps even... hang on. Yeah, use this one. Hum. Tum tum tum. Cute. I don't hear any humming. I don't hear any humming. Squeenix, you liar. Surpassing the samurai.
Bunshin holds in his hand an urgent missive addressed
To you, to me.
passing through or here for another reason. Regardless, I have tidings from our friends beneath Hell's Lid.
I mean, I haven't gone anywhere. I'm just still standing here.
Another missive delivered by one of the auspices, a raccoon dog, I believe. It was rather agitated, too. I fear matters may be coming to a head. Koryu's wards are on the verge of failure. Return to Reisen Temple at once, brave warrior. Worry not for the urchin. I have sent a messenger to her as well. Straight to the point, was it? Do not let me keep you then.
Alright, looks like there's a thunderstorm here in the Ruby Sea. How appropriate. Look at that. I love thunderstorms. So cool. Actually, I need to look up the thing real quick. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I thought. I was just thinking about clouds and the term cumulonimbus. It's because, so, the weird and ridiculous thing about Goku / Sun Wukong's flying cloud thing that he flies around on being called the flying nimbus. It doesn't make sense, because nimbus implies thunderstorm. You know, because a cumulocloud is all those big puffy white clouds. Those are the cumuloclouds, big and puffy. And then I believe cirrus clouds are like kind of thin and wispy. But the cumuloclouds are those big puffy white clouds that you'll see on a fair day. And then a cumulonimbus cloud are the big, puffy, kind of dark, like thunderstormy clouds. So it being called the flying nimbus doesn't really make sense, because really it's a flying cumulo. You know? It's just big and puffy, not lightning and thunder. Headed to the temple? Yep. I sure am free. Foodie. Oh, yep, there's definitely some goings on over here, Genbu.
Good. Then let us proceed.
You weren't exaggerating, were you? About Koryu's wards?
Would that I were. Sorawan and my comrades are doing their utmost to maintain for now. But I fear Koryu will not be denied. Even now I do not understand. I would certainly have more time to prepare. But worrying over my mistake will avail us nothing. Only the strength of the four lords united will see us through this crisis. Only together can we hope to elude the walls and keep Koryu in his prison.
You can even see the ropes fraying.
It falls to you, Junasa, to quell the Aramitama of our comrade, Seryu. Will you do this for us, brave warrior?
Yeah.
I doubted not that you would agree, but am nevertheless relieved.
Also, I will say, when they were talking about the four lords, I thought there would be like 4 great spirit animal kamis or whatever. But apparently there wasn't. There was 3, and then also Tenzin. So it was really like 3 lords, and then also Tenzin, who is mighty powerful, sure, but I wouldn't call him a 1,000-year-old spirit animal.
The last of our quartet is perhaps the most formidable among us, for in battle he commands a great host of Shiki. You will see this yourself soon enough, but for now we must wait patiently.
Nay, wait longer, says Mystery March.
See, why do you... I hate the question marks. Square Enix, I hate them. How am I supposed to know what voice to give them?
You are come sooner than expected, comrade. I trust our messenger informed you of the dire circumstances. Then you know what must be done. This warrior, Jinasia, will face you in battle, as she did Suzaku and Byako before.
So there is a 4th Great Lord, and it's this guy. Why wasn't he in the flashback? Talking about how the Great Lords were taking on this spirit Seryu. Or not Seryu, I guess. This is Seryu. The other, whatever.
Very well, but not here, for this is a temple, not a battlefield. To the east of Higashi is an island I have claimed as my own. There we may wreak havoc to our heart's content. 'Tis far from this place, but a warrior such as yourself, such as you, would not balk at having let these swim my trust.
Perhaps not, but it would needlessly tire before the trial. I will use my command of the flowing waters to speed away.
If it means I am spared the burden of looking after her, then I am all for it. We shall gather the Isle of Baku first, and from there begin our journey.
Urchin, while I am away, I leave you in charge.
Yes, sir, Tiny Turtle, sir. I'll keep a close eye on the others while they work their magics, or whatever it is they're doing.
Yeah, that's right. Call him Tiny Turtle. He keeps calling you Urchin. Call him Tiny Turtle. He shouldn't be that tiny if he's over 1,000 years old. It's not how animals work. Here we go. Hello? Let me out. Come on. Look, it is I, your friend, the Phoenix. No, not Phoenix.
Genossia, was it? I see why Genbu favors you. You are not unlike him. That much explained. Tenzin, too, was possessed of a quiet confidence, a well-deserved one at that. When he met his foes in battle, blade in hand, he was magnificent.
As well you should know, having been bested by him in single combat, which was why you chose to join us, was it not?
I vowed to surpass him, and from that day forward trained tirelessly to hone my skills, that I might claim victory in a rematch, only to be forever denied the chance when Koryu struck him down.
Koryu, that was the one that you were charged with taking out.
By the time I had become a full-fledged auspice, worthy of the Four Lords, there was no one left to fight. My vow was broken, my purpose lost. So,
And see, Seryu looks like a 1,000-year-old snake. Not Genbu, but Seryu does. In fact, all the other three of the four lords look like 1,000-year-old beings. Not Genbu, though. Why is Genbu portrayed as this baby turtle? I don't get it.
but the whispers within told me a mother. They promised me redemption, vengeance, by destroying the fiend that robbed us all of Tenzin long ago.
Whispers? Brother, no, you mustn't.
The strength to lay Koryu low can be yours if you but give voice to me. If you but let me lead the way, and so I have, brother. I have embraced the Aramitama.
Folly. All know not to trust its honeyed words and false promises, and yet you would surrender to it, body and soul, perchance forevermore. Turn back, brother. I beg of you, before it is too late, and you fall to the final rage and you come up a broken shell like Koryu.
Think you I know not what is at stake? If I must become a demon to slay another, then I do so gladly. My vow demands it. Only by embracing the Aramitama will we ever rid ourselves of Koryu. This I know. You will not sway me from this path, warrior.
I will quell your Aramitama one way or another.
I see you two are committed to your course. Hardly surprising, given that you fought Byakugo and Suzaku. Then we shall forego further debate, and let the battle determine who is right and who is dead.
Now, I'll be right. You won't be dead, though. Because, like, we need you. I'm just quelling your Aramitama.
This is indeed a troubling development. In embracing the Aramitama, the Shiki he commands may pose a far greater threat. Nevertheless, our purpose is unchanged. You must show him the error of his ways, Johnson, and save him from his primal rage.
The Wreath of Snakes. What the? Oh, whoops. Because of that. Because of that loss of internet kicking me out. Reset my duty finder settings.
Truly wrong. Make me submit or die by your excellence! Ah!
Yeah? I will prove you wrong. Okay. Alright, Seryu. Just gonna become a man snake. See, like, Susanoo just gets some armor and a hairdo. But Seryu becomes a whole other beast. And I think same with Byakko, as I recall.
If I must forsake myself to keep mine oath, then so be it. Beg not for mercy.
Oh, okay. Omnius usual. So that means it's gonna be an AoE. I thought there was gonna be some sort of pipe thing going on. Alright, that's gonna be inside, yeah. Now that I know what you're doing.
You know where to run! Tremble before true power!
Where? Hey. Alright, Seryu. You only got 55 focus.
Impudent mortals! Grant me the strength to smite mine enemies!
Uh-huh. Yeah?
Stubborn fools! This is far from over!
Water. Swimming in a boss fight. I don't see that anywhere else. Not even with Leviathan.
Bless us, thy flesh! Show them their folly! None can match my might!
Oh yeah? attack right there. You notice how, like I was talking about earlier, consistency. They did a red circle, and then the pushing arrows out from that. But we know that they also have an indicator of just a blue circle, which indicates that it's going to be an attack. You don't want to stand in the blue circle, you want to stand next to it, because it's going to hit in the blue circle and push out from there. So it's the same mechanic, but it's indicated in two different ways. And so it makes it difficult to tell what you should be doing to avoid a certain mechanic when they keep coming up with different ways to indicate a mechanic. They need to have more consistency. Only once before have I bowed my head low. That's what I want from, like, future big update of, like, quality of life type update of just across the board make things more consistent across the dungeons and trials. I know that's a big task because there's so many of them, but you can't just say, oh, that's too big of a task, it'll never get done. It won't get done unless you start. You gotta start working on it, and then eventually it will get done. Not asking for it like tomorrow, just get working on it, please, Square Enix. And then from there, it'll be much easier to keep things consistent because you will already have a consistency that you just have to follow then. You know? If you're gonna indicate mechanics, you need to keep those indications consistent across dungeons and trials from start to end. And you can come up with new mechanics just as long as you keep those old mechanics consistencies in mind, and you don't start implementing the same mechanics but indicating them in different ways like they've been doing.
You are every bit Tenzin's successor, warrior, for you are but the second child of the man to have bested me in battle.
Yeah?
Once I would have never thought it possible, when I was no more than a mere serpent blessed with the good fortune to be born on an island where the people held us in the highest. To them I was a kami, and I was foolish enough to share in their belief. But when I had lived some few centuries, and first began to manifest true powers, my worshippers came to view me in a different light. When they were visited by calamity, they mistook me as the cause, and so in place of traditional offerings, they brought me the flesh of their flesh. Though I had no hand in it, their fortunes improved. To them the answer was clear. Only greater sacrifice would satisfy the guardian servant. Little did they know I had spared the maiden and spirited her away to another land in secret, as I would the others that follow.
We give to you this maiden as a sacrifice to quell your anger with us. Please accept. He's like, yo, what? No, I had nothing to do with that, bro. What? Maiden, come with me. I'm gonna take you away from these people. Clearly, they're a little screwy in the head. I'm gonna get you to a better place. I'm not going to eat you. I'm going to take you somewhere else where you could live out a full life.
Nevertheless, the belief lingered, and soon the guardian serpent came to be regarded as a malevolent demon, and my worshippers became my decry. They attempted to sell swords with Koban to come and slay me, the poor fools. So began my days as a hunted kami. I dispatched them every time, though I took little joy in it. And then, one day, a man unlike all the others appeared before me. A samurai in the company of beasts.
And you see, Seryu, Susano, Byako, they all look like great ancient beasts. And then there's Genbu, tiny baby turtle. Why? What? One of these things is not like the other. One of these things is not quite the same.
Tenzin and I fought. He won. The fallen kami had at last been bested by a fortune-seeking hunter. I could not help but chuckle as I closed my eyes and awaited the inevitable blow. Join me. Let us begin anew. Saying this, he extended his hand to me. All that I was, all that I had ever been was no more. I had nothing. Yet not only did he see fit to spare me, but offer me a new home. But even a fallen kami has his pride, and I could not readily accept such kindness, even if I yearned for it. See this, Tenzin laughed. Then earn it by growing stronger, and in turn using that strength to help others. As you have been helped, become more than you are, and more than me. Thus did I vow to devote myself to become an auspice worthy of man's worship and adoration, to become a magnificent dragon that would safeguard his chosen. Strange. My recollection now is not as it was before. Details once indistinct are now vivid and clear. Perhaps the Aramitama clouded my judgment. Thank you, Josiah. Had you not helped me to remember my vow, I might have lost the chance to honor Tenzin's memory forever.
Smile.
Wait, where is Genbu? Has he returned to the temple without us? This bodes ill.
Probably means that spirit is breaking out of the wards. Bah, 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 bah. The Fifth Lord.
If Genbu left without us, then it can only mean that Koryu's return is imminent. Come, we must rejoin the others at Raisen Temple. Or Raisen Temple.
But I am gonna have to call it early for today. My throat is getting really rough from all these Four Lords speeches, mainly from Byako and the Kojin as well, because they've got a bit more of, or at least I've given them a more of a gravelly voice, and that hurts my throat a bit. So I'm gonna have to call it for today. I do not want to destroy my throat. But we should be back to a more normal stream schedule now that my little vacation is done. Though, fair warning, I already know that August, I'm not going to be able to stream as many Saturday streams in August because I've got many things going on. I've got I've got 3 weekends in a row where I've got something going on. I've got a family reunion, followed by another event, followed by I'll be volunteering at a Renaissance festival for that Saturday. So that's 3 Saturdays in a row that are just like can't stream. So just fair warning ahead of time. And I'll mention it again as the days grow closer, but for next week, this coming week, Monday, we should be playing Wormhole. Wednesday, possibly more art stream, working on the armor, perhaps. And then next Saturday, let me just double check. Yeah, it should be more Final Fantasy XIV and probably wrapping up this whole 4 Lords or 5 Lords quest line here. We're gonna get a wall mounted decoration here to put in my house. Lovely. I will try to do a bit more Cycles of the Hand / land stuff. I'll try. Between now and next week. And I gotta keep leveling Samurai, get Samurai and Monk to 70. So we'll have melee DPS base 70. I should probably I need another level 80 job in order to continue doing those. Well, I guess I could just... I've started doing ninja for my Thavnair Society quests. Because I was like, well, I mean, it just has to be at least level 80, and might as well start leveling ninja towards the 100 to catch up with Viper. So, I guess I'll do that until my tanks can catch up to 80. 'Cause I'm still doing the Pixie Society quests as Warrior and Paladin, kind of trading off. Getting them to rise up to 80 with Gunbreaker. A lot of leveling to do. A lot. That tower sure is tall, huh? Seems to just go into infinity. Anyways. That is it for today. And until next time, be kind to yourself, have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you next mission. Bye-bye.